go, Tyler. Oh, another month down. Here we are in our VITL Live. I could not be more excited to highlight our August performance. It is actually wild to think that August is over. We broke some records. We had some repeats. We had some upsets. We're now 1 month left in our Pulse competition, biggest competition we do all year. I could not be more pumped to jump in today. How you feeling?
Guys, welcome. I'm not going to match energy from Aaron's classic giant woo, but I'm here for it. And I do have to say, guys behind the scenes, I know you're not showing up. You'll probably pop in at some point in time later in the show. But the drop coming in from VITL Live with the whole new flow. Hope you guys appreciated it last time. Stoked to jump into it this time. And yeah, we got a killer month to recap. So it's been another record-breaking month in so many categories. So excited to take a look at some of the different initiatives we have. Excited to take a look at the top performers from August and give recognition where it's due.
Love it. So from our camera crew that's here, I mean, are they here with us right now? I'm just curious how they're feeling about the month.
About the month, offsite was insane.
That was insane.
And I'm still feeling that. But overall, feeling great.
Hey, all I got to say, Kate,
still recovering.
If Kay does not make it as a media director because he crushes it there, he would be a great rodeo announcer.
I got 5 opportunities from, what was it? I don't know the channel networks, but I think I'm just going to be a rodeo announcer from now on.
You and Rooster, that was special. I just got to say, those that were there, they know. If you know, you know. So we're glad to be here today. We're going to jump in. Only highlight I want to say is to those who work for VITL, welcome. We're pumped to have you. If you've made the scoreboards today, congratulations. If you're here watching today and you work for VITL and you did not make the scoreboard, go find out who did. Get to know these people. Work smarter, not harder. Go find out what these individuals are doing. And let's go shake up the scoreboards when we do this in September. And what I would tell you, if you are not here at VITL, one time a month, we choose to do this live. It is fun. It is random. There's mistakes made every time, but we choose to do this live. If you are here and you do not work here, welcome. We're glad you're here. If you're a significant other, if you're a family member, we hope one of your loved ones made the scoreboards for the month of August. So for everybody, welcome. This is open to all, and it is our live show to recognize our top producers in multiple categories here at VITL from a month's view. So let's jump in. Let's take a look at something else there.
I want to piggyback one more thing before we dive in. I know we're about to look at company performance and everybody's excited for it, but to piggyback off Aaron's point, you guys, we do this once a month to recap performance and show a lot of the different things that make VITL different, make VITL uncommon. Because there's a lot of solar companies out there in the industry right now. And the number one thing I will say is very few of them have differentiation. Very few of them do anything different than the other one does. They're offering the same equipment at the same prices and the same installers and the same, like there's just not a lot of differentiation. So there's a lot of different things at VITL right now that I think cause us to stand out, cause us to be different completely. And one of those things is how we do this show every single month, how we open it up, how we go live. Please go share the link right now. Even if you're just hopping on, the show's just starting. If you know anybody in the solar industry that you think may be considering a change, copy the link, send it out, tell them to hop on. We'd love them to just get a small window into our business to see what's happening here right now. The amount of new people that are joining VITL on a monthly basis, the records that are being broken every single month, the momentum that we have, the number of stores and leads that are now coming from retail, the different benefits we have being partnered with the largest installer in the United States. Because I promise, if people understood 100% what was happening here at VITL right now, we would have even more and more people flocking to capitalize on the momentum and the energy that we have. So just do us a favor, copy the link, try to find one person you could send it out to and invite really quick so they can catch, at least midway through the show, anything to give them a window into where we're at. So, but with that said, let's kick this thing off. Let's get rolling. And
love it. So we're monitoring the feed as we jump into stats today. Mitch is already calling out Rooster with a long rooster, which I love. Okay.
Somebody get Rooster.
So as we recognize, shout the people out that you know and love. Put the heart, button on, and let's go create a ton of energy through the show. So to jump into it, to our local channels, those that belong to locals. Tyler, I say this every month because I don't think it's going to change. We keep upping every channel's goals, which then ups our company goal. And I feel like we just keep crushing it. Last month was our very best month we've ever had in the entire company's history, and we upped our goals again. So to look at our locals, you guys are our steady year-round channel. Now the biggest channel at VITL. You are our biggest group that exists here at our company. We went really big. So to see you guys land at 84% to goal is great. I do want a little bit of maybe some pride coming around this as we get into September. We did up your goal a little bit more for this month. Let's go make that happen. Not one team can go carry the weight anymore for how big we are. This is a group effort, 100% to goal. We will get that in September. Let's rally the troops. But in August, 84% to goal. Great job for those that belong to that channel. Now for X, some get.
No, I'm just going to say, listen, like we've been seeing a lot of 100% behind the locals name as they continue to grow and reach goal. To Aaron's point, we've upped that. So honestly, seeing a final number come in the 80s, yeah, we'd always love to see 100%. But this means we're stretching you. You guys are onboarding and bringing on so many new people. We got to be accountable to how many new people are coming in, how many new people are getting on the board, and making sure these new teams see that growth. And so we're going to keep upping that, and I hope it gets us all to a place where we're a little bit uncomfortable and we start to raise the bar on the performance on a monthly basis. So, but well done to locals. Regardless, again, another massive month, best month we've ever had. We just keep raising the bar and the goal. So
totally agree.
It may not look like it.
Hey, I got a compliment already early in the show. Brandon Bernard says I'm hitting the gym. There we go. I'm feeling good.
Aaron has been putting some size on.
I'm feeling
Stroking
good.
Stroking that ego,
Brandon. Thank you. Let's go. Okay, to our X group. Brandon, you belong to that group. This is a pretty cool one because Tyler just highlighted this. You guys have been our, longest lasting channel. You guys are almost so predictable about what you kick out every month. And now that we're about to approach winter, what I want to tell you is where some companies slow down in Q4, that will not be how VITL does business for so many reasons. But when it comes to our X channel, you guys have come alive during Q4. This is where you shine. You guys dominate Q4, and we're about up to that time of year. But to see you guys with momentum, 110% to goal on the month, and 95% to go on grind. Just great job. Everyone that belongs to that channel.
Props, X, getting it done.
Thank you for the energy. Thank you for everything. Like great work. We got some teams too. We got a lot of teams that are self-funding now to get on these trips. And we have some big paychecks coming out of our X model. And it is just awesome to see. So to that group, great job. Love to see it. Okay. As a company, again, I just want to highlight the month before so this is July. We had our biggest month in company history, biggest month ever. And we upped our goal to go out and crush it again in August. To see us at 80% to goal, there's a lot of pride still behind that number. We are getting bigger and bigger. But to Tyler's point, as we get these new teams here, let's get them moving quicker. Let's get those who have not sold, so that way we can go get them making money and productive. So great job to everyone at VITL. This is everybody. This is our inside sales call for anyone a part of our network, internal, retail, locals, X, everyone at VITL. Thank you for the hard work in August, 80% to goal. We are upping the goal one more time for September, and that's where we're going to stay through the rest of the year. So excited to see where we land.
100%, guys. The 80% number, like, again, on one end, it is impressive. We had our best month we'd ever had last month. We still went out and matched it. And, something to point out is the fact that we still went out and did that same type of volume after having the best month we'd ever had. And we did it when we pulled most of our key leaders. We had around 70 people at offsite. This is our once-a-year leadership event where we take off in the middle of nowhere, send coordinates, have our leadership team arrive, and we still reach those numbers with those leaders out of the field for a week. So that's actually pretty impressive. But I'm still going to put a little bit of a call out on all of our shoulders to go match the same month when I know we onboarded 300 new people. Tells me we're missing something. It tells me there's room for opportunity. And that's honestly exciting. That's not a negative. It is the fact that we're having best months and we know there's that much room for opportunity. We're launching new stores, which means more leads in certain markets. Like, there's just a ton to go around. I know we're going to go up that and continue to rise up as we roll into Q4 and prepare for the winter to stabilize. So
love it. Okay, before we get into individuals, I know he's still recovering from offsite, but company, how's the company feeling, Cade?
Are you
Check in,
allowing
chime
me
in.
to
Okay, get
speak
in.
to the company right now? I think the company's feeling pretty good to me. Hey,
All right.
if you're hitting 120% every single time, your goals just aren't high enough. Let's be honest with that.
Hey.
So I love seeing it. I love seeing the opportunity for growth, and I'm here for it.
Love it. Awesome. Okay. Top rookie, Tyler.
All right,
Dive
I'm going
in.
to take it away. It's time to look at the top performances on the month. This is what you guys all love to show up for. As you know, we start off with the ground up, those who are just first coming into the business, those who are out in the field, creating the leads, doing the hard job to help grow the business. So we're starting off right now with the rookies. Rookies defining our business. It's just your first month here, period, point blank. After your first month, you don't get to participate in this. So we can have experienced people that just showed up or brand new setters for the first time. Rookie category is brand new people. We've got a tie for second place. We've got Brady McKivitz. Brady, congrats, man, on your first month here, making it in the top 3. In the number 2 spot, two spot again, tied Devin Cornell. Devin and Brady, congrats. You guys are both tied for number 2. Welcome to VITL.
Good
Stoked
job.
to see you
Love
getting on the
that.
board, your first month in the game. Hope to see it more in the other categories. Top rookie, though, of the month. First month here at VITL. Deanna Hacker.
Let's go.
Deanna,
That picture,
congratulations.
it's amazing.
I feel like Deanna manifested this. I haven't met personally Diana, but I feel like she just took a photo knowing she was going to be number 1, sent it on in. Well played, Deanna, and congratulations on having a killer
on
first
a
month.
retrofit setting. Like, it looks great. It's
That's
awesome.
solid. Love it. All right, let's take a look at our setters for the month. So these are those out in the field, knocking the doors. We will recognize setters both in the retail location and those out in the field. But to start off in the field, our top 3. In the number 3 spot, we have Rachel Ranko. I know Rachel's out there in Illinois, slaying them with chance in the Cohen region under the Ford division. Rachel, congratulations on being the number 3 setter in the entire business out in the field.
Great
Number 2, we've got Jazz Rockwood, also out there in Illinois. Clearly something's going on out there where they are hungry, they're being pushed, they're being motivated. And if I had Chance Turner as one of my key closers, I'd probably be hustling like that, knowing
course.
how much confidence I have that my deals are going to get locked down. So congrats on the number 2 and 3 spot. But the top setter for the month, for all of VITL, in the field, Trevon Hopkins.
Let's go.
Congratulations, man. Like,
Great work.
To be number 1 with how many people are out hustling in the field, knocking doors, it shows that you're consistent. It shows that you've got your head on. It shows that you're ready to grind right now. And the energy you bring to the entire business, leading from the front in what I would call the most important channel of our business, which is the door-to-door field side that drives our culture, that makes sure people are still out there putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. Like, massive accomplishment. Congrats, Trevon.
Hey, another great picture. Just got to call that out. Trevon's got the look. He looks great. I just got to say this, though. Tyler, you just reviewed lots of names, and we got some comments saying girl power. That's pretty cool to see. We got some females making top 3.
We're not done with that today
I know.
either.
This is pretty
We're
cool.
not done
like,
with that.
Straight up girl power. Love to see that. Great job. And then Trevon, great job representing. Love to see the females on the scoreboard.
100%. Something I feel like, honestly, in my previous career, like, it was not much of a thing, but over the last, few years here at VITL, something has attracted like some of the top female producers straight up in the industry. We have had, females topping the charts since the beginning. It's something I absolutely love to see, the diversity on that, not just the bro culture. So congrats to those that we're not just recognizing already, but we're about to in the show because I know there's more. So top retail setter. These are those in the stores. Aaron, how many stores are we in now?
So 81 officially. That does not include Home Depots we just got into.
This is wild.
It is wild, actually. I just want to say thank you to the retail team that we have here at corporate. When I did this in a prior life, we had about the same store count, and this is a real thing. We had a team of about 15 people to do what right now a team of 4 is doing. And it's no joke. It's been a lot of work. So to everyone that is involved in field, on a corporate end, our recruiting department, all the managers, all the closers, all the setters, just special to see the opportunity we have here. And as we recognize this group, lots of hard work going into this. So it's exciting.
It's a huge deal. And I want to make sure I'm clear. I know I give the door-to-door field side of the channel a ton of love because it's deserved, the amount of work they put in. But I also want to make sure it is clear every single time we highlight those who are in retail stores getting the job done. I have worked out of retail stores. I've sold solar there and other products. And when you're contacting somebody who walked into a store about something like this that had nothing to do with why they walked in. This is not some retail environment where you're selling cell phones and somebody walks in because they're like, I need a new phone or I want to change my plan. They came in here to buy a freaking tool in the corner, and these guys are approaching them, helping them get what they need, creating a relationship, and then converting it. They are just as much creating, business out of thin air as anybody. And we launched this channel about, 5-6 months ago.
No, 5 months. We are in our 6th month, and we've beat ourselves every single month. Just had our best month again of over 220 closes, and that's the beautiful part. Retail does not exist without our filled retail. It's one thing. That is 220 plus closes from retail leads, all fed to our closer teams.
So amazing. And without these individuals right here, I just want to really highlight that this channel doesn't exist without those that are getting this job figured out, continuing to raise the bar every single month. We piloted 4 stores 5 months ago. We're now in over 70. By the year end, we're slated to open up
300. We're getting to 300 total.
Expecting to be over 300 stores by the end of the year. Unbelievable job to all those leading from the front. So number 3, Case and Cyphers, congratulations on making the top 3. I know we got a lot of people out there hustling. So once upon a time, making the top 3 in retail when there was 4 to 10 stores, not that big of a deal. 70 stores with multiple people in their setting. This is a huge accomplishment. Isaiah Blanco, number 2. We've heard that name. Isaiah's down there in San Antonio, if I'm not mistaken.
Multiple
Isaiah,
times.
Thank you. Congratulations. Number 1
Key player. Ooh, this excites me.
Drum roll it up. Top retail setter throughout the entire United States.
Yes.
Not the first time.
Judy.
Another female on the board, Judy Coleman. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe Judy has now been promoted into leadership.
She has.
She's now helping run multiple stores and still out leading from the front, getting the job done. Judy, unbelievable job. Congrats on being the top retail setter in the United States.
Great job, Judy. Great job to all. Great job.
All right, moving on from our setter categories. Let's take a look at the closers. These are self-gen EC positions, and these are our senior ECs who are also receiving leads, combination thereof. Let's look at the top closers in the business. Number 3, Leonardo Rios. Love the name Leonardo.
Job.
Makes me think
Number
of Ninja
3.
Turtles every time.
Great
Leonardo,
work.
Congratulations in the top 3 closers in the entire business. That's across the United States. Not an easy job to do. Huge accomplishment. Number 2, we've got Rob Garcia. Rob, phenomenal job making the top 3. And the number 1 closer in the business.
Okay, Adam.
Not the first time.
Adam, look at that picture. He's looking happy. Don't worry. Adam is very happy to be the top closer right now.
Adam, for reals though, dude, congratulations. This is not the first time your name has been on the charts. I know you're down there in Florida in the Sissio region. Believe you're on Noah's team.
That's right.
M-Finger, absolutely dominating it, man. And to do it once is one thing. I believe anybody out there, if they just go put some energy in, can go have a big month, can make the charts. It's when you can do it month after month, day in and day out, and show consistency. That is literally the definition of what makes somebody uncommon, is to do something at a high level and do it consistently, not just up and down one-off. So, Adam, congrats, man. Huge.
I'll tell you this. I'm in their group feed, and because Adam closes, as you can see, all the time at the rate that he does, he is so good at taking that picture with those customers that he closes with a smile and blasting it on his social feed, like in his group feed with his team. When you're a part of that energy, Tyler, it's contagious. And to all the closers we just recognized, I would challenge all of you to always get a picture with the customer, tag the lead setter, so that synergy's there. We recognize the hard work done where they created the lead, we go close the lead, and we show what the end of the result of this is. It's protecting a family from the utility, I should say, craziness, and taking control and going solar. Adam does that well, and great job. Just wanted to highlight that.
Love it. All right, let's take a look at our ADMs. ADMs, for those of you who are new, these are our assistant district managers. These are individuals who are still out hustling in the field, closing deals, but also they've got some responsibility on their shoulders to help out with the office, co-manage, if you will. They've received multiple delegations. So to still be leading from the front in sales while also taking on some of that extra responsibility, this just goes to show these are our future up-and-coming leaders. Number 3, not a new name, Andrew Valencia. Andrew,
let's go, Andrew.
Phenomenal job. He's down there with Haglin, Owen, and squad. Those guys are absolutely killing it. No question whether Andrew's had a huge influence and his energy on that team is felt. Number 2, Sean Doggy.
Hey, he
was
very sick the month before, and he was limping into this month, and that guy nothing stops him. I just have to, Sean.
The nickname's fitting. He's a dog.
You are, man. Great job.
Since the day he showed up, Sean, congrats on the number 2 spot. Number 1, ADM on the month. Bring it in.
Woo, David.
Stansel.
New names. Love this.
Yeah, do
So
not believe
cool.
we've seen David in
No.
there in a top spot like that before. David, congratulations, man. This means out of all the ADMs in the United States who are out there hustling while still taking on additional responsibility, you are literally number 1 for the month of August. Massive win. Huge shout out to you, man. Keep it up. Good luck topping those charts again.
Love to see that. And guys, as we continue to go through the show, if these individuals belong to your team, you're on that team, you're one of the leaders over that team, let's give that recognition in our group feed. I want to hear way more comments.
Shout, by the way, I'm pretty sure David, correct me if I'm wrong in the feed, I think he's out there under Crystal's region.
That's right.
On Ronnie's team. Shout to Ronnie. Those guys up in North Hall have been dominating. And I think this is the second number 1 spot they've had already, right?
That's right. That's right. No,
was it top rookie or one of the other categories? But I know Ronnie and team up there in Crystal's region absolutely killing it. You guys had a huge month last month.
That's right.
Well done.
Great job.
All right, let's take a look at our managers. These are managers who are running a full-blown team. They've got a lot of responsibilities on their shoulder, but make no mistake, that number 1 responsibility is still to lead from the front, show your people how to do the hard job. In the number 3 spot, we have Blake Presley.
Let's go, Blake.
I know Blake is down there running stores, closing deals like crazy. Blake has been topping the charts for the last few months. He's just been like throwing down. So same thing, to see your name up there, not just once, but to do it on a consistent basis. Blake, you've been doing that. Phenomenal job, man. Number 2, Caleb Vincent.
Happy to see that.
That just puts a smile on my face. Caleb, we go way back, as do many people that are here, but 10 years ago, I got my start down in Dallas with Caleb. Just joined us a few months back, and him and Baker and the entire squad are just killing it.
Staple name.
Up
Staple
on the East Coast. So get used to seeing Caleb's name. Caleb, love you. Good job on the number 2 spot. Drum rolling up to number 1. This is our number 1 district manager on the entire month. Weird. Never seen this name before. This is new.
Yeah, is someone
Chance Turner.
I mean, I know he wrestles bulls. I mean,
oh, that video.
We threw him in the
rodeo.
rodeo, and I just gotta say it. He is human, because try number 1, the cow. I'm gonna say cow. It wasn't a bull yet. It was a steer. It was this young bull. It got the better of Chance, but what did Chance do? He got so riled up, so frustrated.
He got right back on.
He got right back on and made sure that thing flipped over, and that just speaks to Chance, man. Like, if you followed him in a month, he's got the cancel still. He's got the bad weather. He's got the negative things that hit him, the sicknesses, whatever it is. You don't stay number 1 that long without knowing how to fight through adversity and stay positive. Just great job, man. Great job.
Chance, been operating on a different level, dude, since you showed up here from day 1. Congrats. And thanks for the consistency, dude, and giving somebody to continuously look at for where the bar is set. Okay, top offices. We're moving on from individuals. We're now taking a look collectively at groups and teams who are throwing down. Let's be clear. First, what we're taking a look at right now, top office. We have 2 different metrics that we determine top teams by. Okay, number 1 metric we're looking at right now when we look at top office, this is just straight production.
Yep. Who sold
put
the
up
most?
the most volume? I don't
That's
care how
right.
many people are on your team.
That's right.
This just says we're winning. We sold more than you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to look at, right? Like,
well said.
Straight up, this is numbers.
Yeah.
Number 3, we have Scapin and team.
Good job, John.
Local team down there in Florida under Sissio. John's been absolutely dominating since day 1. He leads from the front. He's a leader people want to follow. Always out getting it done.
I do just got to say this. So, John, you are a staple leader here. You've dominated. He is working on getting his own office where he can now meet in. And I know for locals, that's
John,
important.
you're never going to get it. We're never going to give you that
know.
offer. This has not been something you've been lobbying for a long time. We're just going to see how long we can.
It has been months.
Let's just get him one.
No,
Come
if he's topping the charts, he clearly doesn't need one. He doesn't even need an office.
But this is why I want to call it out. He has an apartment. His group of 20 plus, 20 strong, they show up to his apartment every morning. He runs his team meeting. There is no excuse. That is why I'm calling that out.
He's been killing it.
He has made it happen, and he is. It's awesome. Great job.
Number 2 spot, Barnard. Brandon
Good
and
job,
team,
Brandon.
Same thing every time. Makes me smile. I know how competitive these dudes are.
Is anyone more competitive?
No. Would anybody ever try to test us on the back end?
No.
Yeah, did you guys see those Utah deals that came through? Those were nice.
Listen, all I'm going to say is Brandon gives a shit. He gives
does.
a shit about his people. He gives a shit about competitions. He's
The
one of the
man.
most competitive individuals I've seen. He may or may not have put our back-end office team, I won't go into detail, under a little bit of a test to see how tightly we're monitoring accounts. Brandon, if you could just post in the feed and let people know whether we do audits or not and whether you have confidence that the team is going to catch some stuff if they attempted, that would be great. But
Hey,
number one,
I
on the month, top office.
I just got to say this since you said it. That man cares. He freaking
cares. And I
cares.
respect that.
And I love it.
I
love
respect
him.
the buy into the competitions, and I respect that we got
Love
a
you,
little
Brandon.
tested, and I'm glad that we passed the test.
Good stuff.
Top office of the month for production, though. Drum roll it up. Noah, M-Finger,
Woo!
and squad. Your entire
Great job,
team
Noah. Great
is
job.
straight crushing. And it's not just the team. They're the top team. They just broke off a region.
That's
They've
right.
been on
right.
the charts for top region. Noah, your entire squad's been dominating. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for some of the bars you've raised since you guys have showed up. Florida boys do not mess around.
Straight up.
Without question, is one of the most competitive groups of dudes
Yep.
I've seen in the game.
Yep.
Reminds me of me and some of my buddies back in the day, 15, 20 years ago when we got our start, like just that energy of wanting to win.
Yeah.
Those guys bring it. And if you're not turning it into a game, if you're not getting competitive, and if you're not having fun, getting pissed off when your team's not winning a comp and you want audits done because you care so much, then you probably don't care enough. Played these guys in volleyball at offsite.
Oh, yeah. Athletes.
Man, there was some good shit talk.
Athletes.
It was a good time. I
Hey,
enjoyed it.
I just want to state it one more time. Noah M-Finger and team, everyone on that team was the #1 highest producing sales team in the month of August. That I know that they have driven that number. They have watched that number.
They did not need a water break.
They did not need a water
No
break.
water break. If you know, you know.
Great job.
All right, vital signs. This is the other way we identify top teams in the business, you guys. For those of you who are new, maybe don't understand vital signs, we always try to give you a little understanding. We built our own custom website to determine more of a power ranking on a team. This is not just by sales numbers. We take into consideration multiple categories. This is sales performance from the leader, sales performance for the team, to goal, number of reps in the office, and how that determines different goals, install quality, how many SOWs are coming through and actual installs are getting done, how many reps on the team with a cell. Bottom line, vital signs determines the overall health of a team. So let's take a look at the teams who are showing top 3 in health. M-Finger, Noah,
Great
again,
job.
Congrats. No surprise that with the top performance in sales you guys are having, you're also in top 3 vital signs. Goes without saying. Number 2, Baker Vincent. Same thing. Those
Great
guys
job.
are throwing down, clearly doing all the right things in more than just one category from a sales standpoint. Congrats to both of you guys leading the
as
team.
we go to #1, I want to highlight in the pulse, everyone's in that now, and they're only looking at their channel. Right now, we're recognizing on a company level. So this
Combined
is
X, combined locals.
That's right.
In a minute, we're going to take a look at the actual Pulse competition, look at the updates. We'll break it out separated from X and locals. But yeah, to Aaron's point, this is just taking a look straight up at the top 3 teams in the business, regardless of channel. And the top vital signs winner for the month of August goes to none other than Chance Turner and team locally out there in
Good
Illinois.
job, Chance. Good job.
Absolutely dominating it.
113% to goal.
Hitting the marks in
time.
all the right categories. And if I understand it correctly, too, I don't even think they have a full 8 people, which you have to have a minimum of 8, which means their goal
Correct.
is higher than their per rep head count.
That's
so
right.
when you see some of these smaller teams come in and put up the type of numbers they do, and out exceed numbers that don't even exist in their office, it's impressive. So Chance,
as we
well
get
done,
in the
man.
next stage, Tyler, I think we're now reaching a stage in our business where we might need divisions now. And I think that's a topic we got to talk about for next year when it comes to Pulse and vital signs. We now got some big teams, and when it comes to how we rank them, I think we might be ready for divisions. And I'm just going to call it Division A is going to have the best and biggest and baddest prizes. Those are for our big dog teams competing on that power score.
As some people might be wondering what the hell we're talking about right now, and we just got into this conversation right before it started. So without giving any details or clarity of what the future looks like, to at least help you guys understand what we're talking about right now, I just called out and pointed out that smaller teams competing against bigger teams sometimes have to make up for the heads that they don't have. However, some of these bigger teams putting up big numbers,
it's amazing.
The larger you grow, the harder it is to stay more efficient. So what Aaron is saying is we are reaching a size in our business where we are likely in the future, when we look at vital signs, going to start to have different divisions, call it an A category, B category. We're probably going to have to start to separate out the biggest teams versus some of these smaller teams, so they're competing against each other, and in a way where it's a little bit more head-to-head the way it should be. So know that some of those things are coming. We're well aware that determining it and getting it perfect, over time things change, and I think we're coming up on some change. So
best part is
more on this later. As
we know during the winter that is the recruiting season in this season. Like every team should double and triple in size with the opportunity we have here during the rest of this year going into winter. So excited to get into those details.
Yep, those smaller teams that are putting up those type of numbers too, they're primed and ready to scale. That should show you it's time to ramp up on the headcount side. All right, let's move on. We've now covered the top district managers. We've covered the top offices. Let's take a look at our top regions in the business, holding it down.
I got to say, this one is getting competitive now. Like, it is competitive in the region group. We have brought new talent. People are being promoted to regional because of their growth. This category is more competitive than it's ever been. So as we recognize the top 3 here, 2 of them come from one division. We got some absolute killers in this category, so I'm looking forward to seeing who took the spots.
I think it's 3-4 times the number of regions we had at the beginning of the year. So no doubt competition's getting steep. But dang, top 3 right now, we've got both Sissio and M-Finger, and I want to define this real quick, make sure this is clear.
Guys.
Joey Sissio is a divisional. He's a vice president in our business. Joey is got some massive volume broken inside of his division. He has his own region still.
That's right.
Now he's broken off other regions. But his region's number 3. And M-Finger's region, who's under his division, is also number 2.
Hey,
so
I
2 of the top 3 regions right now in the business falling under Joey. Like, props to the entire Sissio division and Noah for getting your region and team in the top 3.
Straight up.
Huge.
Speed of the leader. Speed of the business. Have to say it.
Never heard
Joey.
that quote before. Never heard that come out of your mouth.
One of my favorites. Way to lead like you do. Great job.
All right. Top region and all of VITL for the month of August goes to...
Okay. Jai. Yes. And group. All the group. And as we recognize these, Tyler, sometimes we read these last names and it can go to the individual. We name it that way so we always know who we're recognizing. When you recognize a region, D. Young, speed leader, speed of the business. The guy's exceptional. He 100% leads through emotions. He leads people from the front. He knows how to scale and navigate, have hard conversations. He's an incredible recruiter, and he does it the right way. So we're so grateful for him. But behind that name, nobody can do that alone. That is his whole group buying into that vision and making it happen. That is so cool to see.
Absolutely. Texas boys, the Puerto Rico. Like, you guys have been smashing. One thing I'll say to Jai, too, I got to give Jai some props. I'm not saying I doubted Jai, but there might have been a teeny bit of doubt at the beginning of the year. I sat in a room with Jai, and his team was very close to hitting the metrics needed to start breaking off into multiple teams and promoting leadership. And I was very, very nervous that we were moving a little bit too soon. I was very, very nervous that we were breaking up his team in that previous year had been the top team all year. And sometimes you get nervous about breaking up a top team. And
he's like, trust me.
As we navigated through some of that strategy, like, I thought certain things were being done a little bit earlier, and Jai absolutely was like, I got this. Move it into this role. I promise we can break this up. And now what you see is not just they got this. They're the top region in the business, competing against way more regions that even existed before.
Correct.
And you've got multiple top teams with Hagelin and Barnard competing for. So just props to all those leaders and Jai's entire region for how that's developed.
Hey,
amazing job this year.
Last thing I do want to highlight, though, Tyler, 95% of his region are X.
Yeah, they're throwing down. They got 10 days to do it.
They did that in 10 days. So when we get to the region level, we don't pull 10 days because it's multiple teams in our different models at a region level. So we just go off the month.
It's not X versus X or locals. Like, this is just straight up. They did most of that volume in 10 days.
That is what is nuts. So their level of execution is something to call out and slow down on, because it is incredible. So to the D Young group and all, what you've accomplished last month and continue, very excited to see what happens the rest of the year. Great job.
Okay, top division, last category of performance recognition, you guys. I don't know.
Before you go to who it could be, we got to get a slide in here to mention the 2 runner-ups. We now have several divisions, and we got to make sure that's in next one. But this one also is getting very competitive. But there is one, and when I say competitive, from 2 down, it's pretty competitive. At the moment, number 1 who we're going to recognize is he's pretty much kicking their ass.
Holding it down. Lord Ford. We
He's
know it
killing
right
it.
now. And
Good.
you know,
Good job.
We already just gave a lot of love to Jai. Jai's entire region falls under Mitch. Cohen and region have absolutely taken off, dominated. They got Turner's region inside that senior region. They've got Mike Licata. They've got Crystal and team up in NorCal throwing down, and way more that I haven't even named right now. I'm not going to name every single region and team, but that division has stepped up
for sure.
You know, when I thought they had started to cap out like the amount of recruiting that's being done and the execution of that recruiting as they come in the door, the division did alone, I think 327, if I'm not mistaken.
Mitch just posted on the feed. He
Well
knows.
over 300 account. 328. I was off by 1. But yeah, clearing the 300 mark as a division, huge accomplishment. Mitch, always thank you for leading the pack. Thank you for the energy you bring to this business, for the loyalty you've always brought to this business. We all know the phrase. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Good job, guys. Everyone in that
Performance
division.
recognition, that part's a wrap. Let's take a look at VITL, some MVPs.
Yes.
Aaron, wrap us up here with a few
Absolutely.
pieces of recognition. This is one of my favorite parts of the live show here.
Yeah, so Tyler, what's cool about this, we talk about this in every show. The VITL Award nominee is not someone that is picked by us. It's not someone that won, in some cases, on a scoreboard. It's who had either the most influence or at least nominated by their peers for them to say they were the most VITL Award winner in their office, in their division, whoever it is. And it's so fun for us to read these comments because we get tons of submissions, and it's neat to see what is happening in the field. To know that we work at a company now that has gotten bigger, but we have people that just care, and they bring their best here. Nothing makes me happier, and it makes me want to go give my best every day. So for those who fill out that survey, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to do that. It helps us understand the pulse of who is having influence in our company, and it is awesome. But with that being said, we go off of who had the most votes and who won it. And let's go look at who it was for HQ first. So first and foremost, Cody Whiting. Woo!
Let's
Congratulations.
Go. Give it up here at HQ. Let's can we hear the building get loud behind me? Can we hear some screaming, some yelling?
Oh, I can hear some faint screams over there. Oh,
So
Mr. Commissions himself.
I'll tell you this, there's so much to be said about Cody, and I want the field to hear this because we email into this email box, and Tyler, I've done sales for almost 20 years now. I've been full commission for the large majority of that job, and when pay is good and exciting, it lights you up. When pay is needed to pay a bill and something might be off or there's confusion, whatever it is, and we email into sometimes what we don't realize is behind the email, which is just VITL commissions VITL@commissions.com with VITL. You don't realize who's behind it sometimes. And sometimes people think that's a big team at the moment. It's Cody. It's Cody Whiting. He manages that whole inbox for all of VITL. And Cody knows us. We're working on getting him another teammate because we've exploded with growth. But truly what he has held down and the way he's handled himself in representing VITL to our field and to our company, no surprise that you got nominated. He has done a great job, and he has managed through a lot of adversity, and he has worked his tail off to be where he is and do what he does. Just Cody, thank you. We love you. Congratulations.
And I got to read this real quick because whoever submitted, this is the top comment, and I love it. And first of all, if Cody was in a band, he would be every single member of that band. He's just crushing it right now. But this is Cody's workload is as big as it's ever been and continues to hold it down. He can always be counted on and always has the company's best interest in mind. Employees like Cody are extremely rare, and we're lucky to have him. Couldn't agree more with that.
Love that.
For reals, dude, in the feed, can everybody, like, if you've ever communicated with Cody, which you probably have in commissions, can you give it up? Can we show some, extra over-the-top love for Cody? Cody and I handled commissions before VITL even started at our previous business and worked together on a monthly basis, side by side, so I got to know Cody really, really well. Don't get as much time next to him now on a daily basis because I don't handle that side of the business, but to Aaron's point, I want you guys to imagine the amount of submissions, questions, comments, concerns that get sent to our commissions team. Now I want you to imagine, not that sales reps are ever emotional. We don't have any emotional sales reps in this company, especially when it comes to pay if they don't think it's correct.
Hey, all warranted.
But imagine the amount of emotion when people feel like something might have been wrong, or they just have a question about their commissions, or they think something was inaccurate. Imagine how much emotion is sent to that one individual, and how emotionally sound they have to be to not take anything personal, or not think that they're being attacked when something gets sent in a wrong way, but to just separate the emotion, go look at the logic of the actual commission statement, get it right, admit a mistake if it was made, and just make sure things are dialed. This is so much trust that gets placed on this individual in the business. So I know we've done it now at this point in time, but Code, for reals,
for sure.
Thank you for everything you do for VITL, man.
Love it. Hey, and when you communicate with them today, make sure you just say thank you in those emails, and Cody, appreciate it. Okay.
A little less emotion.
That's right.
A little more understanding that there's a human behind that email, please.
All valid, though. We always want to make sure it's right. Okay, to our filled VITL Award winner. Now, we're not going to mention the nominee number that came in with this person, because we never want it's special that that's always kept under wraps. But the amount of votes that did come in on this person, it was wild. It was wild. Now, I know him and I know him well, and it's so cool the way he came into our business. And there was a moment where he almost walked. And I'm saying that because when you read what was said about him, you are watching someone that is totally convicted and loves what they do for a living. And to watch him overcome that, and now to be nominated from his peers to be our VITL Award, like, for real, I want to give a ton of noise in the feed. Let's give it up for Connor. Let's go, Connor. Oh,
Connor,
so
congrats,
awesome.
Man.
Connor, thank you for the trust. Thank you for the trust. From what I remember, I think he was a police officer or somewhere in that field before he came to work for us. He was just trying to find something that lit him up. He was worth more. And he found VITL, didn't know anyone. He found us on social media.
Just came through the recruiting funnel.
It's so cool. He found us, didn't know a body, came here, and now to watch you dominate, make money that has helped you achieve dreams and that you've barely gotten started, and then to watch your influence. That's what it's all about. So, Connor, we love you. Congratulations. Great job. Love to see that. Okay. All right. The Pulse.
Here we go. There's
this
no emotion around
emotional.
this competition at all.
Okay.
Ever.
We are going to recognize top 3. As we get to these slides, it is going to show who's in third place in each channel. That is X and that is local. And I want to just tell you, Tyler, we're in final month. Okay. Now, this is averaging the scores. This is crazy. And it really is anyone's game. And that is what I love about competition. You don't think it's going to come down to one account. I promise you. I know it for a fact, as it's been this way every freaking year. It has come down to one freaking account. Now, there's a few tiebreakers on this competition, which we're going to go have out on all of the regional calls. Be aware of those because you want to know how to go win on the scorecard. Okay, so good luck. Good luck to everybody. Do not leave any doubt. My ask is do not leave it in the judges' score hands. Please.
Don't put us in that position.
Please.
Just don't do it.
Dominate.
Just go do it the right way and go win.
That's right.
Make your win clear.
Yes.
We don't want to be involved.
Leave no doubt. It is getting fun, so let's get to it. Let's see where people are in third place in X Hagelin and group. Congratulations and good luck. You are at a 75 power score as an average, without this month included. So
remember, those are our last year's winners, right?
That's right.
They were all part of the young team
That's right.
that won the
That's
Pulse
right.
last year. Now they're in the top 3. It's gonna be
That's right.
exciting to see if they can pull it off.
now locals, John Scapin and team, congratulations for making it in number 3. But what I got to tell you, look at the score. They're at 84. Now go compare it to the other teams and what score that they have.
Look how close we are.
It is very, very, very
super close race right now.
Okay, so John, congratulations. And team, I will tell you, he texted me last night. He said, don't worry, we are coming this month. So it's going to be good. Okay, second place. Here it is. This is where we are. X Barnard in second. That one I know just doesn't sit well. That guy has been watching film. He has been studying his playbook. And when that trip starts, I don't even want to be in his car group.
Well, remember, too, for those of you who don't know, also, Barnard is also
That's right.
runner-up from last year, but the winner from last year. Barnard and Hagelin, those two split offices out of DeYoung's team who won the Pulse last year. So now they're both battling to try to go have a repeat with their own individual teams now. So holding down the 2 and the 3 spot.
I would love to be a fly on the wall through his correlations through this month. It's
going to be fun.
It just good luck, and I can't wait to see. Okay, in locals, going back to second place real quick, it was L. Presley and team. That is who's representing the Pulse for locals, Blake and team. We had a great convo this morning. If you think that sometimes to be in the top, you do not have to be so mentally strong and fight ongoing adversity. It's a testament to life. The more that you take on, you have to be more high level. It just is what it is in how to manage relationships, children, investments, businesses, your business, your people, your own self. You got to go learn those skills. And I'll tell you, Blake is really holding the fort down, and it's cool to see where he is. Great job to that entire team. Second place, good luck last month. Okay, in first place. Oh man, it is. It's crazy. It's wild. This is who holds it today. I don't even want it's anyone's game.
This is the average. If you guys don't know how Pulse works, you've got last month and this month averaged together. This is where we're sitting up to date. This isn't just for August.
That's right.
So this is July and August combined. This is up to date where it was at heading into September.
That's right. So to Baker and Vincent, they're also not competitive. Nah, they don't even care about the comp. They've not asked me any questions about this comp. They've not called me. That's a total joke. I think I've talked to them sometimes in certain days more than people are close to me in my life. They care. And there's not a surprise that they're number one.
You would think we say that as if it's like a repeat of like, well, everybody's watching it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, no, they're not. There's people on this call that don't even know. They don't know the numbers. They're not paying attention. They're not looking at it. And then there's those on this call who are obsessed over it.
That's right.
And you may think it's like, what are you so obsessed over, guys? It's your team can win 10 grand. Shoot, you can get that much in 1 or 2 deals from a whole team. Like, what do we have? Because when you turn it into a game, like that is the secret sauce in door-to-door. Make it fun. Turn it into a game. Stop taking it all so serious. Take the game serious. Quit taking the job so seriously. You find yourself in an uphill battle if you take the job so serious and so emotional. If you just turn it into a game and go play the game and know the rules of the game and study the game every single night, you should be on Volt looking at the numbers. You should be on Vital Signs and Pulse and paying attention to the scores and knowing who's below you and who's above you and who's on your hills.
What the message is in the meeting that day.
And then you're using that to speak to your people about it, or you're using that to hype the rest of your team up because you're a team member, not the manager. And as a team member, you should be pushing your team harder than the actual manager is, because everybody's got to hear from them all the time. So these teams, they're bought in, they're bound together, and they're all participating and turning it into a game. So when we say, oh, they don't even care, obviously it's sarcasm. We're joking. They blow us up so much because they monitor that thing so closely that every time there's something that even possibly could be off, we're getting messages. The competition committee is being blown up. So if your team isn't questioning the scorecard sometimes, isn't blowing us up, isn't causing any issues whatsoever behind the scenes for us to have to double check things, you're probably not taking it, that serious. So all jokes aside, it drives us crazy that we have to get involved with competitions. But if it's not happening, it means people don't really care.
That's right. We've done something wrong.
And that shows that something's happening is people are bought into the competitions. And lastly, on the comps, shout out to our creative team, because part of the reason I think we have people bought in is they've created an unbelievable experience. You hop into Vital Home, you can enter the Pulse just like you did the Hit back when we had it, and you've got this whole just arena to see the rules and understand the game and see what position everybody's in. So make sure you're bought into the comps, make sure you're in Vital Home, you're diving into the micro apps, and you're paying attention. Like, pay attention and have fun with it.
You hear that, Cade? You're
Always
doing a good job.
Hey,
you're doing a good job.
We do what we love. What can I say?
They do okay.
So I will say I actually love it. It fires me up to watch comp go down and the energy that's behind it. So thank you to the teams that are making this be what it is and for us to set the stage for years to come. Great job. And then we did not highlight, but local Turner and team is number 1 for locals. So anyone's game, good luck. All right.
Showed on the board. We got bored a chance. We just left it off.
As we get into our MVP, this is the end of the show with some final thoughts. What I will say, we leave this to the end for a reason. We recognized a lot of incredible people today. To each person who got recognized, hard work well done. That feels good, and keep it up. Okay, keep it up. What you do every day does matter, and it's done consistently over time that gets you where you want to be. And I can't emphasize that enough, so great job. We're about to get into, though, there is no votes for this. There's no, you're a part of a team that maybe carried your weight and you had a harder month as an individual. This is who is the most vital person on production on an individual basis across all channels, all of VITL.
See,
These are the big
we
dog
replaced
winners.
valuable with vital. If
That's
you
right.
didn't notice.
That's
But
right.
it's still an MVP.
It is the MVP,
That's
but it's
neat,
the most
right?
vital player.
You're so creative, Cade.
Okay, so
Cade
without
did
further
creative
ado,
stuff.
let's get in and let's see who took it. And I think we have repeats. Let's see the first one. It is Judy Coleman for retail. Oh, that is awesome, Judy. Big congratulations to the comments made before. Girl power. That is so cool to see. This is Judy's first time making it since we've recognized MVPs for retail as the most vital player for retail. Thank you for all that you do. You're going to get a custom-made skateboard. It is all for decorations, Judy, so don't ride it. We don't want you to hurt yourself, but it is for decorations.
Hanging on the wall.
It is hanging on the
And
wall.
you've got one going here on the vital wall. If you don't know,
That's right.
We're starting to just
It
cover
is
that thing.
your
Starting to
name
look
now will forever be etched in at VITL as one of our most vital players in the year of 2024. For August, it's going to be on the wall.
Where's
So
the boards at today? Remember last time we held the boards up?
Oh,
It looked
sure. Yeah.
extra
We got well, they're all on the
Imagine
wall. What can I
board.
say?
they're all on the wall
And-
now.
and, may I say, Judy, if
I
you
want a
ride,
board. I want a board to hold up next time
you
again.
can ride it too, Judy. Judy can do a lot of things, all right?
Hey,
I'm
hey.
not doubting that she can
Judy,
skateboard, but it is a
I
decoration.
just, trying to look out for Judy here. So, all right. And our next most vital player for X, he called it. He said it. He knew it. It is Sean Oldroyd.
Four
for
times.
X. That is so wild. This is
Shoot.
a 4-time repeat. Oh, you just don't get lucky like that. You are doing things that others aren't. And everyone always says, I want the top 1% lifestyle. But sometimes you got to understand, you got to do 1% things. The way you wake up, the way you eat, what you listen to, the way you work, the way you have mentors. It is all of that that makes you a 4 times MVP player. That just is. Sean, damn, good job. Damn, that is crazy.
I got nothing else to say. I'm just the 4.
Yeah,
It's 4
great
times.
job,
It's
dude.
4.
Great job.
He's filling up the wall.
It is amazing. And for our final most vital player for locals, let's see who took the spot.
Again.
It is
Again.
none other but Chance Turner.
Oof.
That is another 4-peat. All the same things I just said about Sean, repeat to Chance. He has come onto our show live. You can't
That's
say.
right. We brought him on live last time because it was a 3-peat.
That's right. It is amazing.
Stupid.
Incredible job, Chance. Keep leading the way. Congratulations. Awesome job. He's going to have a wall full of trophies at this point in 1 year. And first year in solar. That's the crazy thing.
The wall is just becoming a Chance and a Sean wall over there. I know we got Sterling up there a few times. There's multiple repeats, and that's the thing. It's not a surprise. The second somebody is able to accomplish something at that level, to Aaron's point, it's not an accident. So chances are they follow a system, they follow a process, which means they're going to be able to duplicate it.
That's right.
Because it's duplicatable. So
Great job.
When you see these things happening, figure out what their system is. Figure out what their process is. It's not just happening, by magic. So
I love it. Okay, Tyler, that's the end of the show. You have some final thoughts for us for what we just did as a leadership group. And I want people to know what this is, because everyone should be there if they want to next year, but they need to know what it takes to get there. And so he's going to highlight that as we end. As always, hard not to get emotional, when you say these type of thank yous, but I've never had this much fun in my personal career for the people that we go to war with every day, the records that we're breaking, the vision that we have here, the highlights that are taking place, and then the hard times that are happening here. Okay? No company's perfect. I'm not perfect. Tyler's not perfect. Freedom is not perfect. No one's perfect. And it's in those hard moments that you really bond together. You figure out solutions. You have each other's backs. And so through all of that, the good, the bad, the ugly, I couldn't be more proud to be here at VITL with this tribe. And we're about to approach a season. This is the season where VITL does something special. Other companies, and I don't even care, I don't even want to say it, what we do is we stay consistent and perform. Whether it is dark, snowstorm, or shine, we do what it takes at this tribe to go put up perform, provide for our families, have good Christmases, have good Thanksgivings, and we do what we say, and we do it the right way. We do it the right way. And I just want to challenge all of us. It's also this time of year where we got to reflect what's gone well and do more of that. Reflect on where we can be better and change the game in some places. Go do some new things that you've not done yet. Go challenge yourself, and let's go finish this year with no regrets, and let's start that with September. Let's carry the momentum this month. Let's focus on what's right in front of us, and let's go make it happen. That's my ask. That's my challenge. Never, ever seen a better time. Right place, right time. Truly feel that. Make sure you guys are there, and I'm excited to see what we do.
I had final thoughts, but now I feel like Aaron just took it home, and I don't have much more to say. No, I'll add a few things here as we wrap up the show today. Thank you guys for everybody who shows up here, for everybody who comes in, listening, participating in the feeds. Like, thank you in a huge way. One thing Aaron just mentioned, we mentioned at the beginning of the show, and I think we're going to give you a little bit of a highlight reel as we wrap up. So stay on, check it out as we finish the show. But we just held our annual leadership retreat that we refer to as offsite. Now, if you've been at VITL here for a little bit, you already know this. If not, this is new. We have 3 major events every single year. We have what we call the Gathering, which I'm going to throw a little plug in for right now. We're already planning the Gathering. We've been planning it now, our events committee, Lib, Britt, and others, creative team, for several months already. We're already planning that out. That's the beginning of January. That's what we invite everybody to. If you are here, we want you there. Drive in, carpool, find a way. We want everybody showing up in January. Then, early in the spring, we have our company trip. We went to Mexico last year. But once a year, the third event that we hold is a leadership-only event. So I know not everybody on this call participates or has the opportunity to, but I want to share why it still matters and some of the few takeaways we just had as we met with all of, for the most part, everybody who could make it, all the key leaders in the business. Once a year, we head somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. We've got tents. It's a camping experience. We get people out of their comfort zone.
It's kind of uncommon.
It's definitely a little bit uncommon, a little bit different. But we try to ground down and really focus on what Aaron just mentioned is more core to everything in this business, and that is trust and that is relationships. Because in every single business, you're going to have wins and you're going to have losses and you're going to have things that you have to adapt to and change, and it's going to be hard. And if you want to win, you're going to have to push through those things. And it's a lot harder to do if you're working around individuals you don't trust, you don't respect, and if you don't have a clear vision that you're driving to. So we spent, 4 days out in the middle of, the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere, just connecting with all the top leaders. We did breath work. We spiritually and emotionally connected with everybody. We got out on the lake and had a blast and had a fireworks show. We bought a rodeo. Yeah. That was pretty ridiculous. Chance wrestled a bull. Jack Rashevsky freaking rode one.
Jackson Jensen took one for the team, got a concussion. Like, it's just wild. It's wild.
We did some redneck shit in between all this. I'm sure we'll have some film of that at some point in time. But
man.
It was a great few days with all the leaders, and it was a really important time to gel everybody together. We've had so much new growth, so many new personalities, so many new names and egos and producers who all want to come together, and to reduce all of that and bring it down to just a relationship basis where everybody can be friends, cheer each other on, root each other on, is the number one most important initiative we have as we continue to grow. It's to stay unified, and it's to stay abundant-minded, where we all are focused on remaining one team and rooting for each other as we grow this thing together. So I feel like we accomplished that. And the last thing that I want to share a little bit of is, as we wrap this thing up, is we also spoke to all those leaders and explained to them it's a time of our business that it's really time to step up. We have the momentum. We have the vision. We have the differentiation. We have so many things in our business that makes us stand out and puts us in a better position than other businesses right now. Now it is time to hold that. And to do that, we have to level up at every single level. Closers, we need you to learn Lightspeed and the back-end portals more than you ever have. We need you to understand the SOW processes, how to use Freedom Advantage and the SOW SOS teams, how to escalate problems, because you will have them, and how to remain emotionally calm as you deal with those. And we work together with Freedom because they are us and we are them. And as we get better, We will reduce some of these issues, but we've got to all level up, and we've got to make sure our pull-through, our SOW confirmations, and glass on roof is our number one focus. That will allow us to retain our people. That will allow everyone to make more money. That allows us to hold the momentum we have and continue to capitalize and absolutely reach our mission of becoming the largest solar company in the United States. We need everybody to level up in that field and get with your leaders on whatever training you need to get better. So with that said, you guys, want to thank everybody once again for coming. August was an incredible month. Had an incredible time with your leaders. Hopefully you feel some of the energy that we felt as a group cascaded down to you in your meetings, from vision, trust, relationships, all the things. Want you to know, you guys, we are here for you. And with that, we will wrap. I think our creative team's got a little bit of a clip and a little bit of a recap from what all of us as a leadership group just got done doing out in the middle of nowhere. So we love you. Thank you, guys. VITL, we'll see you. Let's have a kick-ass September.
Once upon a time, not too long ago, a man by the name of Hall embarked on a lone journey across America, guided only by the gallop of his trusty stallion and the starlit desert. Damn, Hall.